starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
Haskins with a run to begin the drive. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd down, and they go back to Haskins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Haskins now on 1st and 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll go option to the short side. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
The Titans at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
1st down, they'll stick with Haskins.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Come 19! 18, Pioneer!
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Right there, right there. there, hurt.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
This will be caught just inside the 10. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now,
3rd and 5.
Tap the 60, tap the 60. Go, Riggs, go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Chevy Ryan. Chevy Ranger, Chevy Ranger. Hurt, hurt.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And this one is right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
But they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's more than his game partner. Will his offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. First and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their 36-yard line. The center receiver in motion to the right. On first down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Titans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, Willis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
Now Haskins on a give left side.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Let's go now.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Option play, Willis looking to run.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Look at my team.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
From the gun, Haskins.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now Wilson.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And the play goes nowhere. Loses yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Wilson will throw again.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
But those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
19 right. Pat the street.
On 1st down, Willis.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Okay, ready.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
19 tight. Dragon 60. Hurt.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
This will be taken in by Hightower.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. A 3rd field goal of the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
79 Broncos. 18 Rattler.
Right back to the air with Willis.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Oh, he's going to be brought down short of the 1st, and they are out of timeouts.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
A handoff. Haskins trying the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Here we go.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Second Pirates. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
Willis will look to throw it. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, it's Willis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. To throw again on second down. Wilson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now third down and 6 to go.
Give them the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, Wilson. Buying time to his left.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big gain of 31 on third down.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is down to 2.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start with the option. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is up to 5. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Cowboy 80, 18, Pioneer.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Big Lion.
First and 10, it's Willis. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Ranger, 70 Ranger. Trap 50, trap 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ready.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
standing just outside his own goal line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Wilson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Bud Dupree, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th. Oh, no time to pitch it, and down he goes. And it's in the end zone. That's going to be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll try to run the ball here with Sutton.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Wilson, and that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. As a jet sweep, Wilson with a little pop pass.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. As a jet sweep, Wilson with a little pop pass. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Wilson to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Wilson wants to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for the Broncos, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati.